The Olympic Flame. Every 4 years, the Summer Olympic Games kick off with an elaborate opening ceremony that welcomes athletes from every competing nation. However, preparations and celebrations for the Olympic Games start long before the opening ceremony. The true beginning of the Olympic celebration is the lighting of the Olympic torch and the relay that carries the flame to the host city. The Olympic torch is lit at a ceremony in Olympia, Greece, where the ancient games were held. One requirement for the Olympic flame is that it must be created using only sunlight and a mirror. The flame is lit months before the games, and the first runner begins the great relay among the ruins of an ancient Olympic stadium. The first modern Olympic torch relay took place in Berlin in the summer of 1936. At the beginning, runners were mainly selected from the Olympic athletes, but later, regular citizens, including children, old people, and people with disabilities, began to participate as well. Carrying the torch is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and a great honor. Traditionally, the torch is carried on foot. However, sometimes other kinds of transport are needed. When the torch must go overseas, it is sent on a private plane. The torch has also been carried underwater. For the Sydney Summer Games in 2000, a diver swam with the torch. At the end of the relay, the flame is used to light a giant pot. The light, a symbol of the Olympic spirit, burns throughout the Games.
Unusual Olympic sports. For many people, the Olympic Games consist of popular sports like swimming, running, or ice skating. Here are 3 unusual Olympic events and 3 athletes who fell in love with them.
Curling. Curling is a sport that is played on ice. 2 teams of 4 players each slide 8 stones along the ice to a colored circle called the house. The object of the game is to place a stone closest to the center of the house. I started curling very young. Canadian Olympic curler Sammy McCann told us, "My father managed a hotel with an ice rink. As soon as the people left the ice, my friends and I would get right on and start curling."
Trampoline. Kids have been jumping on trampolines for almost 100 years. But it was only at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney that trampoline became an official Olympic sport. In Olympic competitions, each trampoline gymnast is judged on 10 different skills. A gymnast can score well by showing that they can control their bodies while jumping high and twisting and flipping smoothly in the air. "I love the sport. I've been doing it since I was 5 years old," said Jennifer Perilla, American trampoline gymnast. After Jennifer competed in the 2000 Olympics as the only American trampoline gymnast, she got a tattoo of a butterfly to remind her of her new beginnings as an Olympian.
Skeleton. The sport of skeleton racing first became an Olympic sport in 1928. Skeleton racers slide down an icy course at very high speed on a simple sled. The sled is called a skeleton because early sleds looked like human skeletons. "I didn't start skeleton until I was 30, said American skeleton racer Zach Gale. "While driving, my girlfriend and I took a wrong turn at Lake Placid, New York. That's where the 1980 Winter Olympics took place. They were offering skeleton classes that afternoon. My girlfriend said, 'Why don't we give it a try?' It was fun. I fell in love with it.